How you guys doing? Welcome back. Today is December 30th, 2021. Happy New Year to you. What a day, what a year. It was truly something. I thought, hey, probably we're going to get through this whole entire COVID thing and we're going to be back on our ways, and here we are. But that's how life goes. If you are new, welcome. I'm Evan. This is Buy the Bulls, the only place where I encourage you to take your stock trading and financial future just buy the Bulls, my boy. Go ahead and grab those real quick. If you are new, we're going to be talking about mainly technical analysis. The reason I focus on that, it's easy to teach, and also I lean on it pretty heavily. If you want to learn more about fundamentals, risk management, consistency, goal setting, actually having a trading plan, go ahead and check out my course in the description box down below. Speaking of my description box down below, I also do have a really good community newsletter. Links all set up down below in the description box. Check that out as well. If you join on 1/2, it's going to be free all January. All January, it's going to be free. We're doing the whole entire, hey, new year, probably same you, but that's okay. Let's try something new. You can join down below on 1/2. We have the whole month free. Come check us out. It's risk-free. There's no guarantees ever, but I can guarantee you this. It's free. Come try it. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Check out the Patreon down below. The previous video is down there as well. The video and volume profile is also down there. It's a huge tool that I use. You'll see on screen right now, we talk about supports, resistances, trend lines, patterns, EMA lines, volume profile, RSI, stochastic, and the vortex indicator. All 9 of these things that make up my trading plan. Volume profile is not spoken about much, but that's in the description box down below. Lastly is my journal. Also, it's in the description box down below. Go check that out. With that being said, 8 great picks today. You're going to notice a theme. Are we breaking out more or are we coming down? I tend to lean towards shorting more than anything, given the fact that the S&P is so high up there and we're kind of starting to tap out. We're getting into melt up territory. Should we be selling? No, I don't think quite yet, right? We take stairs up, and elevators down. So until we see an elevator down happening, I'm not rushing out, but I think it's important to note that I think many of these plays are breakout potential, but also breakdown/shorting potential. So keep that in mind. It's going to be on you. It's on you, sweet baby angel, which way it wants to go. With that being said, let's get into it. 8 great picks today. Let's check them out. So first is BKU, Bank United Inc. The reason I'm calling this is that it seems to be breaking out. We had a really consistent, horizontal triangle here, higher lows, 1, 2, 3, 4, great higher lows. Remember, any one of you idiots, any one of me idiots, right here, can draw a trend line from A to B. But A, B, C, in this case, a D and E, is much more consistent and put much more weight in a trend line with more than 2 hits. And we can see both the resistance trend and the upscale trend has 2 hits here. We can see it's also pressuring and looking pretty good. But again, this is a breakout play, right? We get some nice life here. You can easily see 5, 6, 10%. But if it does come down, you're seeing at least 5% back into our value purchase to buy into. And again, if you like to buy into value, you're probably looking towards this area anyways, right? So you may want to watch this one and wait if you don't really like to play breakouts. Right here, easy short, easy breakout. It'll be up to you which way it's going to go. But overall, great stock to watch. Great uptrend, consolidating. Can it break out farther? We're going to see. Let's check the indicators. As you go through this video and through all my courses and classes and content, you'll find out that we talk about MTVV, like the channel. Momentum, trend, volume, and volatility. That's only things the indicators show. I don't like to rely on indicators as my main crux of entering and exiting, but these do help you. As you're a beginner, you're going to really lean on RSI and all these kinds of things to show value. TA always is the cake. These are just the icing. So we go through these. If you're brand new, if you're a newbie, you're going to see live what a veteran sees. It's a great thing to have. Let's do it together. Let's not lean too much on these, but they do help. So BKU, we're looking at the EMA lines first. The 200 is red, purple is the 50, blue is the 10. You can see the 10 crosses are really good. When you get over the 50 and the 10, that's when you have your best run up. So if we do lose the 10 tomorrow, if we do drop beneath the 10, you can short. You lose that 200, you can short. You lose the 50, you can short. I think here, if you ride that 10 all the way up, you're going to have a good time. And of course, you can see over here, when you're over the 10, you have a good time. So you may be seeing a breakout soon, but I think shorting here also makes sense. RSI is a bit high, right? So you may retest a bit lower. It's not a good value to buy into. Stochastic, there's no divergences. It's, higher highs, higher lows. Makes sense. It's saying that we're not, we're getting in an area where if you hit the 50 or 200, you may bounce back. Bulls are high, bears are low. Again, they're mixed. It's mixed. It's a breakout. This is not some clear cut like, hey, it's definitely low and it's at value. After today's rally, not much is going to be at value. So that's why we have a lot of these kinds of plays lining up right here. But BKU looks like an easy peasy lemon squeezy play for a breakout or a short. It's up to you to decide which way it's going to go based on macro markets. BKU, I'd watch list it. Next is CB, Chubb Limited. As a Browns fan who loves Nick Chubb, I love this company already. Look at this. Is this my boy? Nicholas Jamal Chubb. Ooh, Papa got Chubb already. This is a great looking channel up. This is fantastic looking. And I think it's going to die here. There's a chance it breaks out. I'm not fully against it breaking out. I think if it does, it's going to retest in 191 area. Let it dip down another percent right about here. This is where I buy in to go along, right? But I think it's probably going to break down first and come down, seeing this price action kind of developing here. Easier short, easy go long. Very simple channel up. And again, I think support's down here. If it does break down farther, you're probably going to see price action bouncing here or just a bit lower. But again, break up or break down, it's on you to decide. That's the kind of market we're in at the moment with so much green. But I think right here, I'm leaning towards short if we see one more red candle. If we do hit 191 and some change and survive, very easy go long for a breakout. Let's check the indicators for some clarity here. CB has really good 10 EMA run-ups. Then when you kind of lose it, you kind of consolidate. But almost every single time you lose that 10 EMA line, it's your first signal of weakness. Like see, oh, weakness. And it kind of says, oh, weakness. So I think every time you lose that, it's a good sign of maybe consider shorting. So if you do lose that, easy short. You lose that 50, even easier short. Beneath that, it's donezo. But I think going long here, if it bounces up to 50, makes a lot of sense as well too. RSI, it's high. Stochastic, it's fair. Not great. No divergences, it checks out. And then bulls are high, bears are low. For a breakout, you're not going to have good value. You can't have a breakout with value. That makes very little sense, right? So I think our usual buying into value doesn't make over sense here. I think it's just more of an easy short if tomorrow's red and an easy green if it breaks out and the market goes up. But CB, tomorrow and this weekend, I would definitely watch list. Next is Dow, DOW, not the Dow 30, just DOW. A great falling wedge here. 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hits, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 again. It's very consistent. Right here, this is a very strong resistance. You can see it's been a resistance multiple times. And again, it seems to be holding. There's no volume here. I look to short here. And the reason is, again, you can make 7, 8, 9, 10%, risking about 2. So again, 5 to 1 odds here. Now the POC, did you watch the volume profile video, is our highest volume node. It's also a very high resistance. It's also very gravitational. So this right here is a very nice extra added bonus of resistance. If it does tap it, it's probably gonna start pushing it down. But at 57, easy short, very low risk. 56, 80, also very low risk. Again, I'd probably wait till tomorrow, see who the markets are overnight, check Japan and Germany for their markets and see what's up. But maybe it dips down to maybe like 55, 65, and then goes for the breakout. But right here, again, a very great breakout play to watch, one to monitor. It could be easy short as well. Let's check the indicators right here. We have the 200. That's a good sign, right? That's a good sign. If we do hit the 200 and bounce, we're good to go. If we hit the 50 and bounce, we're good to go. I like being over the 200. But if we do lose that tomorrow or the next day or the 10, we lose that, easy short here. I think we're going to break out eventually. It just may not be on this particular move. It's overbought. Oversold, and that's what's interesting, and then oversold, overbought. I mean, it's not great. It's definitely a bearish divergence. Look at this; those are higher highs. That's a quadruple top. Those don't add up. I lean towards shorting here, especially for this move. But again, if we do bounce this whole life, you can definitely go long. DOW does have signs of shorting. It doesn't seem to have much strength here, but I think it could easily break out as well. Again, it just comes on the macro markets and what they're doing. A lot of these are on pivot plays. They can go either way. But DOW, I would watch this into tomorrow and then next week. I do like what I see. Next is ENR. This one I have more bullish potential with, just because unlike the other ones, we have consistent higher lows and a consistent resistance here. This is a nice ascending triangle. Folks said 36 was fair. and then sold at 40. And then folks said, hey, actually 37 is fair, and sold at 40. And then said, hey, actually 38 is fair. And they're pushing these lower highs, these higher lows, looking pretty good. Now, do I think it's going to live at this particular spot? I'm wary about it. Maybe we're going to see a bounce somewhere towards would be probably around 38, 80 or so. Hits here and bounces, maybe a good breakout play. Again, I think ENR has potential for a breakout. Sure. Could it be an easy short? Sure. It all comes down to what this bad boy's doing. What's SPY doing? And as we can see, this right here is our first elevator down. If we lose this area, there goes support. ENR tomorrow, if this does show more red, could be a very easy short as well, right? Easy 4 or 5%. When it comes to our indicators, the only great thing is we're over the 200. If we hold that 200 tomorrow, or even at 50, we're good, right? We're good. I don't think we're going to if it continues to sell off like this, but that's still a really good sign to see we're kind of getting over the 200. Again, if it sells off tomorrow and then the next week because it's a big move up, and then you buy in towards value, even better, fantastic. I like what I see over there. 59, overbought. 50 again, overbought, and then bulls are high. Again, I think ENR has breakout potential, but if SPY is selling off like it is, this is another easy short to make money on, and again, it's never bad to kind of switch up your strategies based on what's going on in the markets. I would look to do that myself. ENR, great one to watch for a breakout or breakdown. I would definitely watch list it. Next is EQC, Equity Commonwealth. Close. Another great wedge down. Note the numbers on the side. It's literally what? What's the difference here? Like about 15%? Yeah, 19%. It's not volatile. This is a very calm, chill stock. It's good for a beginner because the risk is already built in and minimized. I think, again, a nice, easy short here. We can make probably 3 or 4%. Yeah, a good move would be about 3%. And again, what are you risking here? 1. So again, 3 to 1. This is a great lesson. If you watched this far, which I'm hoping you did. This is a great lesson that, again, we talk about this on our channel. Think about this as a surfer. You don't get to decide the wave size. You don't get to decide how good the waves are that whole day or how good the wave conditions. Maybe it's raining, maybe it's cold, whatever it is. EQC is a great lesson that you don't take from the market. It's never like, give me this, you stupid. No, the market or the waves gives you opportunities and you act upon them. And EQC may only be 3 to 4 to 5% for best case Ontario. But if that's what's present, if that's what's given to you, if that's what's risk managed and all this kinds of great stuff, it's what you take, right? You don't get a hey, I'm gonna go for $45 here when the maximum it's probably gonna see in the next year or two is like 32 at best, right? We stick in our lane. Great short here. I think it's just too much resistance. It's not showing any life here. No volume. I think it's coming down. Again, if it breaks out tomorrow, go long for sure. But I think this is an easy short here as well. Looks pretty easy. When it comes to our indicators, your saving grace is at 200. When you're over it, it's a great support. When you're over the 50, it's a great support. If this 10 crosses the 200, if this 50 crosses the 200, I will change my words, right? I think the 50 is a great resistance and great support. But if we do lose the 200 or 10 tomorrow, it could be an easy short or easy go short signal. If it holds, go long for sure. When it comes to our indicators, it's overbought, it's overbought, it's overbought. And again, these are the stocks that were on sale compared to other ones. I've actually looked at like 200 stocks today alone that were in the red. These are the best ones. I think EQC, again, easy breakout, easy breakdown. It comes down to where SPY is going tomorrow. But I would definitely watch this and see what it does. Next is ES. No, not dash ES, which is the S&P, ironically, which again, if we pull the charting up, not looking great here at the moment. This also has beautiful breakout potential, right? Great higher lows, great lower highs. And again, if you take this out, look at this. This is a great ascending triangle, ain't it? Oh, it's so pretty. It's gorgeous. Like, this is exactly what you look for as a technical trader, is higher lows, consistency for a breakout. ES can certainly break out, but again, I'm leaning towards the risk versus reward. The reward is definitely lower. SPY is showing some weakness. If this does break out, oh my goodness, you lost 1.5%. God forbid. But a full short is about 10, so about 6 to 1 odds here. I want to go short, but again, I think breaking out here is also very viable to make 2 or 3 easy %. It just comes down to where the sectors, energy. It just comes down to where the sectors, energy. You see how energy's not doing well here? You see how energy is coming down? See that? See how energy's coming down? See that? It's a wedge up. See that? That's a wedge up right there, boys. See how it's coming down? If energy, what a pretty chart, doesn't do well, and there's S&P, it's coming down. But those do break out, you're good to go. When it comes to our indicators, a 10 EMA cross under is great. You lose at 10, go ahead and short. If you hold that, keep going long. Overbought, no divergence, that's fine. And again, room to run. A little bit of room to run, it's not bad. ES can go either way here. I think it's an easier short, but I think ES could also break out. You can see on the large scale there, it's just a massive triangle coming together. If it does break out, I love it. If it does start to short, I love it. And again, you're not risking too much either way. ES, I'd watch this. I do like what I see. Next is KYMR. Another one that had a much better uptrend when the markets were doing lovely. Right? Remember these were good times. Remember these times? Well, these are lovely. These were good times. Boop, 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 boop. Everyone having a good time. Right? And now we're kind of curtailing, going sideways. This is a very strong resistance. There's no volume up here. See these wicks? Wick, 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 wick. When you see a bunch of wicks like that, that entails and shows you there's no volume. Wicks form where there's no volume. Get that through your head now. There is no volume where there's wicks and quick moves. If I turn the volume profile, I'm sure it would show you a nice capital D. Let's show it. Oh, look at that. A nice capital D. So this is going to either spike quickly, real quick, boom, and you hit your price targets and go along, and maybe do a big spike, or it's going to come down and then do the same thing here. Again, it comes on to macro markets. I lean towards breaking out because you have higher lows across the board. Good higher lows here. I just think it's going to be a quick move and then come back down. And again, I think shorting here makes sense if the markets are terrible tomorrow. Lose the 50, lose the 10, you can go short. Losing this 10 tomorrow, you drop 1% or 2, you can easily short beneath 62. If it holds the 10, go long. Overbought, not bad. Not bad at all here. Bulls very high, then bears are low. This is a very dependent on the market situation tomorrow. Usually most of our plays are at value, but there's none at value right now. They all just took off, and again, I think 42 out of 50 of my plays already hit their price targets this week. So again, this is what it is. It's not my best, like, hey, here's some weird value plays. But when it comes to breakout potential, absolute stacks. KYMR, I'd watchlist. And last, and the play that looks most like what we like to play is PXLW. Great trend up. 1, 2, 3. That's not a big move. Well, that's almost 15% big. That's 17% right there. It's a nice move. And again, nice consistent lower highs. This is a nice triangle forming. And again, this has great patterns historically. Look at this. It has great patterns. A nice little channel here. Oh, it looks good. Broke out. Then a nice little wedge down here. Look at this. Nice little wedgie right here. Broke out. It likes to have good patterns. This is a low risk play. All right, you're seeing what? Maybe risking 3 or 4% just to hit the resistance. Is almost 12%. 4 to 1 here. Looking great. Great consolidation. Again, I think earnings may be coming up 1, 2, in about a month. So, I mean, that's not a huge worry here. Nice little formation off this big move. I think we're going to see a nice move tomorrow. Hopefully it traverses and makes a good move up. We're going to see what it does, but I like what I see for going long here. Let's check the indicators. While you're over the 10, you're good, but look at this 50. Look at this. Perfect. Once we take over that 50, we can go long for sure. It's 5% away. I'm not going to put too much emphasis into that because it's so far away. But if you do buy into value, which we have, then you cross that 50, you know you made the right decision. RSI, it's low. Stochastic, dummy low. Bulls are low. Bears are high. Even I looked at so many stocks today and like none were at value. This one was at value, had structure. PXLW, I like what I see for a breakout. It's more of an aggressive horizontal triangle. I don't play those too often because there's not enough data. I like to have more data, like how ES had way more data on it. This is still a great play for tomorrow. I do love what I see. There you guys have it. I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate y'all watching the episode. Again, Happy New Year. New Year, same me. What's up? No, so we're gonna see. We'll see you guys next Sunday for some more content. I appreciate it. It means a lot. We got some great stuff coming as always. Thank you so much. Happy New Year. Oh, thank you. We'll see you guys next time.